Where's his silent brother? There he is.
Oh, all right. There's Georg. Hi, Georg. How you doing, buddy?
I like Georg. He doesn't talk back.
Yeah, he doesn't talk a lot of shit. It's fucking nice. So,
We always have to
Riely.
have a conversation about Craig at the beginning. It always ruins because Debbie never cuts it out; it stays in, so it always like
Yeah,
ruins the.
okay,
I
Riely.
love doing.
Riely. Go ahead. Oh shit.
Robin died. It's over.
All right. Listen, Riely. Craig and Georg are an integral part of this fucking show, okay? You show some fucking respect when you fucking utter their name, all right? That's what you need to fucking do, all right?
That's fine, but when every podcast starts with "Oh, fuck you, Craig," or "Oh, there's Craig and there's Georg," like it's
comedy.
annoying.
You just don't get it.
It's
Yeah,
not.
you
It was
cannot
comedy the
into
first
banter.
10 times.
No, comedy is repetition.
Yeah, exactly. If it wasn't funny the first time, maybe it'll be funny the 27th. That's what I
Yeah,
always
It
heard
will
they
be
would
funny the
say.
27th.
Yeah, probably. I mean, there's a good chance. Actually, I've been meaning to ask, what number episode are we on?
I don't know. We stopped using numbers because you're so bad at labeling them.
Okay, but well,
There were like 3 different theories for what the number count was on the episodes here.
There were
Fuck.
like
We
two.
love it.
There
We
was
love
like
a cold
there was
open
like
inside baseball.
there was like
Oh,
there was like episode 40. There was like 2 episode 45s. There was like 2 different episode 48s, one on the feed and one on the YouTube channel. Like
oh, fuck.
you fucked it up bad to the point where I sat you down and I
Okay.
was like, Mo Diggity, we're not doing numbers anymore. It's over.
All right, I just wanted to I just want to do the 50 100 episodes. That's what
I
I would love
mean,
to do.
well,
We
we'll
don't have.
never know. We'll never know what episode is truly the 100th because
We'll
you've
just
labeled
fucking.
them so
You know what?
poorly.
I think we should just fucking go
This is
for
the
what we
100th
got.
episode. Incredibly.
We'll just call it the 100th episode when the current Moecast playlist hits 100. Even though Moecast episodes like 2 through 10 are lost to time.
2 through 10.
Like the pre me and Robin stuff is all like fucking missing. It's like
I think I got.
episode 1 and then it's TV party tonight.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe
No,
not
no
quite.
way.
There
It's
might
got.
be a couple other episodes before that, but there's a large swath of early Moecast that are just missing.
No, it can't be that bad because the TV party tonight one is like deep in there. I
Let
think
me
after we
look at
got a few extra ones.
unless they're on like
Shit.
you said they might be on some like weird SoundCloud account, but
All right, it's either on the
What the hell?
SoundCloud. All right, okay. I start off on SoundCloud because I was told you wanted to do SoundCloud because at the time, a few years ago, back in my day, everyone's talking about the fancy SoundCloud and how it's going to be the next big thing in audio sharing thingies and things
SoundCloud
and
fucking
stuff.
sucks as a podcast platform. They don't even have a resume function.
Well, I didn't know that, Riely, at the time. I also didn't
That is
know that you
literally
had to
what it
pay.
is. That is literally correct. It's the Moecast episode 1 and then TV party tonight.
Oh, fuck.
There are 59 videos in the Moecast playlist, so we'll just call it the 100th Moecast once the playlist reaches 100.
Well, this is the 100th episode.
Oh, that's
Welcome
so fucking
everybody to the
funny.
100th episode of the Moecast.
Yeah, welcome to the 100th episode fucking anniversary
That's
or
really
whatever.
dumb.
Oh yeah.
Glad to have you all here.
Oh yeah, it's couldn't have fucking done it without you two. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hell yeah. Anyway, Riely, so you had something to say to us today.
So, I saw the light on Friday.
You died?
Yeah. Did you go toward it?
So no, I joke, but like there was a time where I truly thought I would die.
Oh, me too.
So what happened on Friday? I've been sick this weekend, and it started on Friday, but it's the most like sudden onset illness I've ever had. Like my nose has been kind of stuffy, and I've been like coughing a little bit for like 2 weeks now. But I did not feel physically ill until I was at work on Friday. And I'm just like sitting in my office doing my work. I don't feel great. Like I'm kind of under the weather, but it's not like unmanageable. And it's like it's getting towards the end of my day. And I'm the tech guy there. So one of my jobs is if people go to work from home, I have to pack up their equipment and send them home with it. And I'm like scrambling to find a box because all of the boxes I have are not the correct size for the equipment that I need to pack. And suddenly, as I'm doing this, first of all, I'm falling asleep because I got high before work because I'm dumb. So like I keep sitting down in my chair while I'm doing this and then just like fighting to stay awake. And then suddenly my body is just like, "You are sick," and it just like I became deathly ill just suddenly. Like I
Ugh.
felt like I was going to die. Like my whole body was just like you hate, death, pain, suffering. So I'm scrambling to find a box. I'm calling myself a fat idiot because I can't even stay awake at work. And suddenly I feel like I'm gonna fucking die. Eventually, and I know my boss is gonna yell at me because I still haven't cleaned it, even though I did go into work for like 2 hours on Saturday because I had to do something. Um, I I realized the only box that I could fucking find that was the correct size for the work from home equipment was the box where we had just shoved a bunch of like packing material and shit when they were cleaning my office. And I was like, I am going to die. I need to complete my fucking tasks and get the hell out of here. So I just fucking ripped the packing material out of the box and then packed up the shit. But it, it was it was
Goddamn.
it was rough. And then I had to like call my mom, and my mom was like mad at me because I didn't do the dishes or something. And I was
What the fuck? You didn't do the dishes?
shut the fuck
God.
up, Robin. And I
You want
and I,
bugs?
I call my mom like I'm a fucking like I'm dying in the desert like for a glass of water. It's like, please come pick me up. I cannot walk home. And then she comes to pick me up. She's like complaining about me being lazy in the car, and I'm just sitting there like fucking meeting face to face with God, and I'm like, please, just please, not right now. And then we get home, and I fucking plop down on the couch and just like go to sleep for 5 hours, and then I wake up and my fucking whole body is burning up, and it was really rough, and it sucked, and I hated it, and I thought I was gonna die. I truly thought there was a point where my body had me being like, "This is the end. It's over."
Have you like thought about maybe going to the doctor or something, man? Maybe go get checked out. You might have the goof.
I
Or
have,
the flu. The flu's going around as well.
Oh, the flu. Yeah, a
I,
lot of
I
people are
probably have the
getting
flu.
sick through this
I
season.
when I came into work on Saturday, my boss did like give me a COVID test she had around her office. But for some reason, there's no fucking instructions on the box. It wants you to download a fucking app to get the instructions for the COVID test.
Oh,
And
that's
I'm
so
like, this is
stupid.
fucking stupid. And I never took the COVID test.
No shit.
You could just go to a clinic, my dude. It's so easy.
I don't want to go to a fucking clinic. I don't drive. I'm gonna just fucking go toddle off to a fucking clinic when I feel like shit.
You just say, "Hey, grandma, bring me to the bring me to the clinic.
That'll go
I'm
over
so
well.
sick."
Especially because I'm here with my mom and not my grandma. I'm sure that particular statement will go over well.
Yeah, but
Hey,
your
hey
grandma is gonna do
grandma!
it. Your grandma's gonna do it because she cares. You know.
That's true.
That's why you go to grandma first, because she'll be like, "Oh, my poor baby's sick."
That's true. I don't know if that would be the case now because my grandmother is like genuinely like old person, not long for this world, sick. But
Mm.
back in the day, she was definitely like, if I had to get somewhere and my mother was being difficult, I would call my grandmother for sure. But yeah, I thought I was gonna die on Friday.
Damn.
Like I got in my own head, like I had intrusive thoughts. Like I didn't put two and two together that it was the flu or COVID. Like I literally thought it was a blood sugar thing. Like I was like I've been too loose for too long. I think the Reapers finally come for me.
They're coming to get me. Shouldn't have had that fifth sneakers at lunch.
Shouldn't have had that third fucking grape soda when one grape soda is like 150% of your daily recommended value sugar.
Yeah, Riley, buddy, I think if you're that scared, you need to just go to the doctor or something, man. Put down a fake name or bullshit address or something, like while you're filling out the paperwork or just something. If the cost is an issue, just fucking you just go to the,
I
the,
think the
the doctor.
transport's the issue.
That
It's
is
an
true.
Uber. It's the modern world. You can
Even my
literally.
mom got sick, and she was like, "Whatever, I'll just go to the clinic." Like, Any insurance, even if it's shit insurance, I'll take it. I don't know if you haven't. You must have insurance, right?
Yeah, I have insurance.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm still on baby insurance. I'm cool.
Heck,
God,
well,
You're
there you
lucky.
go.
I still don't feel good.
You don't sound good because you're like you went like at the very beginning here.
Yeah. Do
Talk
I
about
need to
your
be I feel like I have an addiction. Do I need to be institutionalized? Is that what needs to happen?
No, you need to get fucking smacked around by someone bigger and smarter than you, and they need to tell you, hey, fucking stop like guzzling down fucking grape drinks like they're going out of style and just go to the fucking doctor.
Drinking fucking grape soda and orange juice like there's no tomorrow.
Well, keep drinking the OJ. OJ's good for you. Stop drinking
Well,
the grape
Well,
soda.
it,
it's not
it's
really good
good for
for you.
you, but it has a bunch of sugar. And if blood sugar is my worry, and I'm drinking like 45 fluid ounces of orange juice, then it's not ideal.
Start small. Just do like some Gatorade Zero or something.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
I'm down with the 0 calorie
That's
shit
what
too.
I'm doing right now. I'm
It's
doing
just
Gatorade
like
Zero.
I have a hard time getting to the store, and then like I have to worry about like getting drinks to bring to work. Well, they do sell
Dude,
like diet
DoorDash it.
soda. They do have like diet soda and shit at work, but then I'm looking at the fridge and I'm like I could I like my will slipped like one day and it ruined my entire life cuz like I lived exclusively on like diet soda and sometimes iced tea for like a year.
What a good
And then
floor
one
boy.
and then one day I was like, you know, this full sugar Dr. Pepper is looking pretty good right now. And then my whole world shattered and I
Honestly,
started exclusively
Dude, I
purchasing
actually
full sugar
prefer the
soda.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
they're
Diet
good.
Dr. Pepper is sick.
Like
Yeah,
that's the
no,
only soda I drink.
yeah, like I don't drink full flavored shit anymore. Like I feel better about it. My teeth aren't rotting out my fucking skull anymore. I don't get headaches after I drink like 4 or 5 of them during a day. And I try not to, down a bunch of sodas anyway, because that's just not good for you either way. But yeah. Just go back to diet or zero sugar fucking cokes, man. They're just as good. Go
There
get
was also
the
that time where I basically did what amounts to like a pussy shit suicide attempt, where I just drank like 6 energy drinks at once.
oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's a
a
real suicide attempt.
that's a real bad way to go, man. I don't think that's a good way to go at
I
all.
literally like I was so mentally unstable. This was like a year ago. I was just like, I don't care what happens to me. I just need to like be. I can't handle life right now. I need it, and I drank like 6 of them. And
You know,
it was really sick for like 3 hours, and then I came down, and it sucked.
you know what we need as a society? We need like a stasis pod or something that we can just go into when we just can't handle life. Right then and there is like, can you please zap me into the future 14 years from now? And just, just so you can fucking deal with the shit, or like, 3 weeks from now, 2 hours, something like that. I would love to have something like that. That would be really cool. Sort of like a bookmark in history or whatever.
Wish capitalism didn't suck, and like we could just normalize being. I want to kill myself today as a valid reason for not going into work.
No, no, that's fucking awful. Like, look at Canada right now. You know what their leading cause of death right now in Canada? It's fucking
Suicide.
euthanasia.
No. Well,
Oh,
Riley's not saying people should kill themselves. He's saying you should be able to call work and go like, "I'm not mentally well. I don't want to come in."
Oh, okay. I thought Riley was just being an edge lord, saying,
no,
"Hey,
no, no,
I'm gonna
no.
kill
I'm
myself, so
saying
I
that
should be able to come to work. It's not a big deal."
I'm saying that it should be a valid reason to call out of work that you just like
Oh,
want to kill yourself that day and are
oh,
mentally
okay.
unstable.
Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry, I misinterpreted that. Anyway, let's go ahead and do the start because we are 15 minutes into this cold opening.
Let's go.
Let's go. No. Happy New Year, everybody. A one, a two, a skiddly diddly. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the Moecast. I'm your host, Mo Tate. And joining me today for the very first Moecast of the new year is Riely. Say what's up, Riely.
Yo, what's up?
Oh yeah, and of course Robin. Say what's up, Robin.
Yo, happy 100th episode of the Moecast, everybody. Glad to
Yes,
be here.
happy 100th. Glad to be here. Glad it's been an amazing ride. Ups and downs, like the highs have been especially high, the lows have been lows. We had it all, but we squandered it at blackjack in Vegas, and now we're back here, doing this shit again.
Who knows?
So
Next week it might be the 1,000th.
it might be the 1,000th.
Yeah,
You have
Moecast
no idea.
1,000 next week.
Moecast 1000 episode win.
Special guests. We got all sorts of celebrity guests. We got Ethan Ralph. We got Shank Uger. All of Mo Diggity's favorite people. We got
Must we
who
have
else
Shank
would we
Uger?
invite? Who else would we invite to the Moecast 100th episode that Mo Diggity loves? That are just Mo Diggity's favorite people.
Oh, we can get Salvo pancakes because that's super trendy and hot right now.
Who's he? Is he cool?
Okay, so I'm not going to waste the entire episode recounting the lore. Let's just say he's kind of a newly found sex pest, and
Oh,
he was
fun.
with he was in the commentary community pretty heavily, and TLDR, he talks some shit. He's the one that got everyone to call flamenco a pedo, and now it turns out that he's like a huge degenerate, has a bunch of not okay to be sensitive, a bunch of women who are not mentally well, and he has like a bunch of them. Like it's been proven because on a bunch of live streams the last couple of days, all of his women and that he's been talking to and he is sort of like manipulated sexually, and there's some were victims of this shit. Like
I
they
feel like
all
that
came
side
on
of
the
the internet
Keemstar
is just a
show.
bunch of degenerate people all that
Oh
have dirt
yeah.
on each other, ready to just drop it at any moment.
Oh,
So,
oh yeah. Like, dude, like just listening to just
like, Flamenco's a
flamenco.
pretty fucking wacky dude too. So, I mean,
He's wacky. I don't know if like because considering the sources that it came from, like some of it can be excused, some of it's like fucking sorry, my brother was suddenly going, "You're going okay, no way." I guess he's playing his game here. Um, yeah, I don't know. Some shit I think can be explained away. Some of it just could be fucking weird. And there's nothing wrong with being weird as long as it's just not too weird or there's no like victimization going on, I think. But that's a convo for another day when I'm prepared to have that. I am not prepared to have like what's weird? What does weird mean?
What
Because
is
that's
I almost
weird?
died on Friday as well, Riley.
How'd that happen?
I took an edible.
oh god.
Ooh.
No ooze, because it was the worst panic attack I've ever had in my entire life.
Ah, shit.
I hopped in a Discord call with some friends, and they were they were all like, "What the fuck are we supposed to do?" They were all very very nice about it. They were just like talking me down until I finally passed out on call
Wow.
because it was just bad.
I had a
Everything
bit
was
of a
just
mental
crumbling.
breakdown on Friday too, and part of it was the weed because I was falling asleep. And then I started having a fucking breakdown because I just like could not possess my body to move. And I just literally started like smacking myself in the head and calling myself a fat R slur. And like just fucking do what you need to do, damn it. You fucking fat R slur, you're at work. Wake up.
Yeah, I gotta just not touch weed anymore. It's not good.
Wow. No more weed for Robin in 2023?
No, no more any drugs.
Wow.
Yeah, we're done.
That's crazy. You're like
But
the resident I've done all the drugs expert.
I have not done all the drugs. I've done a lot of drugs, but a lot of
All
particular
the not
drugs.
bad drugs.
Well, I don't know about that.
All the not the obviously bad ones.
I mean, I've certainly taken stuff with fentanyl, like 100%.
Oh
But
no. Oh no. Robin.
yeah, that was a long time ago.
Was
It's
that
just
on
been weed.
purpose or was that
Sometimes.
oh, okay. That's an oof.
Yeah, I'm just man. The drugs are not helpful. We're going sober
Can we
life.
can we do the Moecast sobriety challenge?
I don't think you guys would last.
No, I would totally last. Like I can like just quit doing anything at a drop of a hat, and it would be easy. Because I just every once in a while, I'll just stop smoking weed and I'll go on a sobriety break, and it'll last like several months until like one day I'll decide, I've been sober enough, and I hate life enough as it is. I need a drink or a fucking joint.
The
You know, and
nicotine's thing, man. I can't
I
quit
just
nicotine.
like invested money into drugs, so like we can't start the Moecast sobriety challenge right now.
It'll happen.
Something
This will be
just
a
dropped
sober
on my fucking
podcast.
desk. Oh god, the sober cast. God, how fun would that be? Well, I'm
People
kind of
tell me I'm
sober
not
right
allowed to be
now.
high on podcasts when Mo Diggity just shows up stoned as fuck all the time.
Yeah, that's because I can handle my shit. You cannot.
I
And
can't handle my shit.
I do tend to just keep my mouth shut. If I'm just too high or too fucked up because like I'm pretty keen on being able to keep my mouth shut because like I have embarrassed myself many times at many parties and I just sounded fucking stupid. So, I've developed the ability to figure out when to talk while fucked up.
Dude, I was so high on Friday I couldn't even like figure out how to like explain to my friends that I was high because
The
I had
sentence
joined the
"I'm
Discord
high"
call.
just didn't work. Didn't happen.
No, it eventually happened because someone asked me a question, and I was like, "Oh, good, this is my moment to talk." And I was like, "I'm very high and not good." That was my response to whatever question it was. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like, "Oh,
Hey
Robin,
Robin,
did you see
hey
this
Robin, what
thing?"
did you do today?
I think it was
I'm
like, "Hey,
very high
Robin,
and
did you
not
see Andrew
good.
Tate got arrested?" And I was like, "I'm very high and
Oh
not okay."
god. Oh,
Fucking Andrew Tate.
that fart huffer finally went to fucking jail, man. Ain't good because you knew that when someone talks about like keeping women's passports and refusing to let them leave the fucking compound or domicile or whatever fucking term they want to use, like that guy's probably into some really like legitimately evil shit. And him and his fucking brother both just went down, arrested in Romania for human trafficking allegations. Romania of all people of places.
Well, especially when he said like that was his intention in Romania. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. There's I don't remember what was the exact quote, but like because the Romanian police don't give a shit that much. I didn't see anything that really clarified that, or maybe I just didn't read that one, but that's what I remember.
And then there's that clip going around of like, I don't give a fuck if you're 16. Like, you know what I'm about.
So fucking gross, man. Like it's always been disgusting, even when I was growing up, like some like my cousins, fucking older friends who are like, "Oh yeah, man, these high school girls and all that. If there's
Ugh,
grass in the
yeah.
field, play ball." Like, oh no, dude. And like it
And
was
what I
like,
love
dude,
about high
it
school
was like,
girls, I
yeah, that
keep
was
getting older and they stay the same age.
see that was see that was back then when it was kind of funny. But like you would just slap your friend, tell him to stop being a perv, and everyone would stop. Now it's just ew, gross. Like I
Yeah,
can't
like if
believe
I
you
see anyone
actually
older the
believe
age of
that.
like 20 talking about anyone who's like 16, 17, I'm like, you gotta stop.
Yeah, like, at about 20 years old, like you really like, well, not 18, well, until you graduate, like, let's be real, because there are relationships, blah, blah, blah. But like, yeah, but by the time you graduate, if you're still trolling fucking high school, man, you're fucking gross.
I mean,
Yeah, like
benefit of the doubt, like there are high schoolers, like if you're talking about seniors who are 18, like I could date a high school senior right now and it
yeah,
wouldn't be
but
that weird.
I don't know if that's what people are talking about when they say high
Yeah,
school,
that
man.
might not be what
I'm
people are
not
talking
really,
about.
yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not
you could give them the
really,
benefit, like they just like I like young girls. They're not talking about like pedophile young girls. Just yeah, like an 18-year-old high school senior, which is still
no,
a little
no,
weird.
no,
But
it's weird. Like, go to a bar, fucking go to a show, fucking go pick up a chick your
yeah, no,
age,
it's. I'm
bro.
not saying it's not weird. I'm not saying it's not entirely
Yeah.
weird. I'm just saying like maybe it's not a explicit pedophile thing.
Well, it's also like it's not weird unless it's a trend as well. Right? If
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah,
if
yeah.
that's your like if you're just exclusively like targeting that demographic, it's like okay, that's where it's really weird. I always tell people because like I've had someone come to me before and was like, "Yo, there's this like younger girl who's like 19. Like, is that weird?" And I'm like, "It's only weird if like you're always going for 19-year-olds. But if like that just happens
If a
organically, I don't think that's
19-year-old
weird."
falls into your lap, then
Yeah, I
like
don't think it's weird
yeah.
if it happens organically, but if you're like fucking hunting like college campuses and shit, like yeah, that's a little weird.
Ugh. Fucking people, man. They're just so fucking gross. Like too many like weirdo fucking perverts like online these days, man. Like just embed yourself into a community, any community that you want, you'll eventually find like a few fucking creepers. And it's almost entirely the admins or the moderators or the fucking owner of the Discord too, or like the community, wherever they're at. Like God, because there's so money, so many of them, man. Ugh. It's just and like and there a lot of them are in the Smash community and fucking Minecraft community as well. Some Pokemon too.
Listen,
I knew you'd
a
respond to
couple of bad apples don't define a community.
that. I just wanted you to
Just because
respond to that.
the funny Gengar man touched some teenage boys does not ruin the whole Pokemon community.
We really didn't see it coming. I mean, we should have like listened to like wish we saw the signs. His intro song is like, "I like to have sex with young boys." Do 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 do. If only we
It's the
saw the
fucking
signs. We
it's
didn't see the signs.
it's the fucking like pedo bear song. Calling it that shows that I'm a fucking young bitch. I know it's like an older song, but it's the song that goes like, "I love little girls. They make me feel so." Like that's the
Oh,
song.
disgusting, disgusting. Such a disgusting song. Maybe we do need to have an internet purge. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm just like so done with the internet in a
Oh
lot of ways.
yeah, yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
trying to just detach myself from as many places as I can.
Like at this point, like I was flirting with like I always flirt with the ideas of getting involved, and then like I'll say something, sentences will be said, or I'll be told to fuck off or something, or like every once in a while I'll get interrogated by people in the community, and I'll just get booted out of the Discord because I always seem to fail their fucking test or whatever have you. But yeah, I've just learned to lay back and just fucking eat your popcorn and enjoy the shit show.
Mo always fails the "don't be stupid" test.
No, it's not. Don't be stupid. It's always some fucking like it's schizo posting constantly. Where are you? Who are you? I've never heard of you. You're a part of so and so server, huh? Yeah, you're probably an alt or a fucking what's the fucking term? Fucking spy or what the
Fed.
internet lingo? Fed. Yeah, I get called fed a lot. I was like, God damn, dude.
If I hear someone utter the word "fed," I'm like, okay, I just don't want to talk to you anyway. Like you're obviously fucking crazy.
Like, yeah, I was like, I gotta just walk this back. Never mind. And you eventually find out the answer to your question, anywho, because someone always fucking spills the beans later on. You just have to be patient, just wait it out.
Yeah, I'm sticking with like my core friends, fucking Final Fantasy 14 friends, and then like fucking little bit of VR chat, and like that's it.
Oh
Like I'm just
man,
trying to stay off.
I need to go back to VR chat. I haven't been to VR chat in a little while. I got my headset here and all that, and I miss VR chat and all that. I miss the community. I got into VR chat like back in 2000, like 17, 2018. Like when the memes, the Uganda Knuckles meme was starting to pop off like crazy. I think I got in a couple times before and I was like, I don't get it. And then I started like really just like deep diving into fucking VR chat. It's like my favorite fucking game of all time, I swear. It's like totally worth it.
Well, yeah, because it's just like all the games I used to play as a kid, but like in VR.
Mm-hmm. And then you have like the fun games like Murder. The murder rooms are always my favorite fucking games.
The fuck is a murder room?
Oh, okay, so basically, like you get like 10 people, right? And one of them is a detective, he'll have the gun. And he's the only one that'll have a gun. And then the murderer is the one that goes around, you guessed it, murdering people, right? Everyone else, it's like Among Us, but before Among Us, basically. And yeah, you just go around like figuring out who the murderer is and
Or
whoever
if you
has the
get
gun.
like 6 clues or 7 clues or something, the killer gets revealed, something like
Yeah,
that.
and you win. Yeah, it's a ton of fun, and it's like little games like that, like the
VR
Never Have
chat
I
is just
Ever.
like Gary's mod, but VR, kind of.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like
But
it really is when you think about it.
there's the hot potato room where it'll drop a live grenade onto somebody, and your job is to toss it to somebody else, and whoever drops it, if it's in their vicinity, they die. And it's just fucking so much fun. It's like
One
a
of my oldest
blast.
friends is like constantly in the fucking drinking game room.
Oh, the drinking game rooms are lots of fun. the karaoke rooms are almost always entirely full. You can
There's
barely
like a
get in there.
big alcoholism problem though on VR chat.
Oh, big time, big time. Like most of the people I meet on VR chat are fucking shit faced. Like Ethan Ralph levels of fucking drunk, man. And sometimes Mo Diggity levels of drunk too. You know, don't mean to throw so much shade at Ralph. You know, yeah, it's not all it's not his fault all the time. There should be like the gold standard of drunkenness because I think there's so many other people on the internet that have outdrank him and outdrank me.
Yeah, because there's like so Riley, there's like drinking games and fucking clubs and like raves and shit on VR chat. And the big problem with that is like if you're doing that in real life, the amount of drinking that you can do is pretty limited because, you know, drinking at a bar or at a club costs a bit of money.
Yeah,
But if you do it in VR chat, you can get like fucking, 5 cases of White Claw and just go to fucking town every night for
yeah,
like
just
less than
sit
you
Let's
would
near.
spend at a bar.
Yeah,
go.
dude, it's like the next level of fun. It's like the only thing that makes me actually want to enjoy clubs, you know, because I'll actually I'll go to a VR chat club. I'm like, oh wow, I'm having a good time. The music's not super fucking loud. I don't hate anyone here, and it's not fucking crowded where I'm smelling everybody. I don't have to put on a bullshit collared shirt. I'm literally a burb with a long fucking stretchy neck. I can literally be myself.
This is the year, by the way. Just 4 months until Riley obtains unfettered access to alcohol.
Just don't do it. It's not good.
It's too late.
That's the one that like I never really got too into drinking. Like I'll have an IPA every once in a while or something, but like I don't get drunk.
I'm gonna get white girl wasted on some twisted teas, and nobody can stop me.
Oh god.
I mean, you gotta do it a couple times in your life, I think.
Yeah, like have your fun, go to some parties, like party down and all that.
But
But
like, there's
after a
some people
while,
out there who like I've seen it, man. People who like fucking wake up in the morning, pound fucking vodka, and then like piss their own pants in their own house. Like I've seen it. Like it happens, and it's fucking sad.
I mean, perhaps I was just lucky, but like the one time I did do like a party. I was at a friend. We were at a friend's house. Like it was me and a bunch of guys, and like we just like fucking boogied down and like consumed
Boogie
many
down.
consumed many
boogie down,
substances.
Jesus.
This is the same. This is the acid night, the half a tab of acid night. But I did drink a lot of alcohol, and my friend underestimated me when I drank a bunch of it, and he was like my first glass, he just looked at me and put his hand on my shoulder, and he was like, "Don't drink that." And then I drank that and like 5 more, and I was cool. I had a wacky drunk night, and then I woke up in the morning with just like kind of a buzz. I wasn't sick or anything.
Well, yeah, that comes with age.
I see. I see.
Yeah, like when you're young, your body flushes it out pretty quick. But yeah, like as you get older, it like yeah, you start getting hungover. Like I don't get hangovers really. Like even the night I like puked all over myself and stayed outside in the rain, like I didn't even have a hangover. I was just upset that I had to clean myself up.
Yeah, that shit's fucking humiliating right there. Like, it's always funny though, like, cause I've hung my head out of many a fucking car and have puked while they were going like 60, 70 miles an hour. It just fucking happens. You just gotta pay the fucking toll, like when you wake up, because you're the fucking one like washing the car down.
Yeah, I had to clean the whole fucking deck that I slept on. I had to, it's a pain in the ass when I woke up. Thankfully, my cousin stayed with me the whole night. That was nice.
Come in. Oh shit.
Who's
God
there?
damn it. This is a professional podcast.
Somebody's knocking on the door of the Moecast studio. Who could it be?
Special
Yeah,
guest coming in.
I'm sorry. That was my brother. I just heard it. Yeah, like my brother and his wife, she's going into labor. They're having a kid tonight. So
Ooh,
Holy shit.
yeah, so I'll be an uncle again.
Uncle
This is
Mo.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 nephews, and I don't know if this is the second niece or what.
Did you not
But
like
we'll figure out.
go to the hospital with them?
You
No,
can, but that's kind of boring if you're not like
no, it's my
if you're not the
brother and his
father.
wife. Like, yeah, I'm not going to a fucking hospital. Fuck that.
Yeah, you just be
Fair
sitting there
enough.
all night, and God knows Dude, labor can take a long time. It could be 12 hours. You
Yeah,
know,
like honestly, I'm not a hospital guy. Like unless it's like someone like sudden like
I'm sure your brother knows if he needs you, he can call you. But like, you
yeah,
don't
like
go.
yeah, X had a heart attack or something bad happened. We're in the hospital. Like yeah, then you go to the hospital. But like I'm not the guy who
The
fucking will
hospital
sit
doesn't
at
even
the
want you
hospital.
there because of all the coof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about the coof stuff.
Yeah, I mean, when my dad had a stroke, they wouldn't even let one person stay there waiting. We all just had to go home and wait for a call.
God damn.
Oof.
They were like, "Yeah, he's going into surgery. It's like a 40% success. We just have to sit at home, not in a hospital."
I think it's fucking like tragic and like it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been commonplace. Like whatever health and safety, like shut the fuck up. Like certain regulations can be put in place for safety, but like you gotta let the father be there for the birth of his child.
Well, yeah, like, see, I wouldn't even have a problem like with half of this stuff if like most of the people who were enforcing that didn't take pleasure in doing so. Because there's like all sorts of shitty fucking people that just like they're smiling at you because they denied you something, and they're the assholes that like
I
post
I
TikToks
feel
of
like you're
them like
getting a
fucking
vibe of what was going on from the internet that wasn't how things
Fucking
were.
Doctor
nah,
Evil, like the
nah,
fucking
no, like
doctors in
I
the
think no, dude,
hospital,
Yeah,
no,
there's
for
no
real,
swirling
doctors
their
smiling
not
at you like, "No,
swirling
you
their
can't
big
see your
evil
child." Ha
mustaches.
Nah,
ha
man,
ha.
it was
Oh, I'm
nah,
so
man. It was
sorry.
fucking. This shit happened for fucking 2 fucking years straight. All these arrogant fucking doctors. They like as soon as you see somebody with a phone in their hand and they're like, "Oh, my problems, internet, and all that shit." Like they're feigning fucking stress like or like that one fucking douchebag doctor's like like the thing says I'm so stressed after saving so many lives, and he has this little like Alexa fucking thing where like he'll speak into goes I'm like really having a bad mental health day, and the fucking thing gives it the thing gives it a positive reaffirmation like you're saving lives and doing all the other stuff, and he puts this on his fucking TikTok account, and it gets so many likes from so many fucking healthcare professionals and all that, or God forbid like the dancing nurses fucking thing during COVID. Like dude, that's fucking disgusting, man. And like people are fucking
Wait,
evil,
what
like
was disgusting about nurses dancing?
because you shouldn't be fucking doing like bad time to do that in the middle of a fucking pandemic. Like maybe you
People
shouldn't
aren't
be
allowed to fucking cope by just putting funny little dance videos
no
on
no
TikTok.
okay in your homes, yes, in hospitals like
Who fucking
specifically.
cares? They
No, no,
have
no,
break
no, no, fuck
time.
that. No, dude, people are not able to fucking watch their fucking family members at least die or comfort them. And these fucking cunts are all fucking like posting dancing videos and shit. That's
Their
fucked up,
fucking
man.
job
These
is
I
to
don't
help
care.
people medically. They watch people die every day.
No,
They're
but
trying to
like
fucking keep their
but
head
like
up
people but
and
people but people aren't the patients, the
People, yeah,
family of the
as opposed to
patients,
those nurses, the actual people.
Well, I mean, like
those
I
nurses
meant
aren't
like the
people. They're not allowed to
no,
fucking
no, no.
cope with their
I didn't
awful
say that.
job.
No, but you shouldn't be like doing that at your job. Like
Who
kind
fucking
of the
cares if you're on lunch
nah,
break or whatever? Who gives a
nah.
shit?
I think like that was in poor taste during the pandemic when they fucking did that. Like probably shouldn't have. Like if people are fucking like
You gotta
not
turn
being
your
able
phone
to
off,
be.
buddy. You gotta get offline.
Oh my. Oh shit. No.
No, I
Well,
mean,
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, like you
It's
gotta stay off the internet. Like it's just,
well, no, man. It
you're
was
getting
just fucking.
upset at like weird shit.
No, no, no. I'm not upset. It is.
You
It is
sound
super.
upset.
It sounds fucking gross though when I'm fucking like seeing this shit like like the umpteenth report of hey fucking my mom or my grandma or my loved one or my friend just died in the hospital, and the next thing I fucking see are these fucking nurses dancing their asses off, or like they have their fucking camera positioned in such a weird way and they're like just lost another patient today. The human drama, the emotion of it all. Like, share, and subscribe. I think that's fucking so shitty.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, there's tactful ways to do it, sure.
Yeah, what you just described is shitty. Just doing TikTok dance videos to fucking
Yeah,
pass the
nurses
time and
just
cope.
dancing is like that's fine, but like, yeah,
I just don't think you should be doing that at your job. Like, and especially don't think that like EMT should be doing
I
that,
wish
or
you could do that at your job more.
I don't I mean, like at a job like that. If it's at some retail store, like I give a shit, those jobs suck. They should be
Why?
able
What
to
are they
dance
supposed to
whenever they
just be
want.
Debbie Downers all the time and just be like fucking sad and miserable at
Well,
work all
no,
the time? I mean, they're
no,
there a
just
lot.
well, no. I just don't think you should be able that you should like post pictures of your like videos of you dancing at
Like
a
people who work in a
hospital.
hospital are working like crazy hours. It's even the nurses. So like,
Oh, all right, all right, all right. So like, I don't feel like I feel that's bad, and y'all like I understand y'all's position too because it looks like I'm being the heavy here
well, I'm just saying
as
that they
far as
they
that.
might as well live at the hospital, is what I'm saying. So like, yeah, if they're gonna have any moments of joy in their life, it might be there. You know, they might want to try to have some
You
moments
don't
of
owe
joy
your
there.
fucking boss anything beyond like common courtesy if you're on break. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
No, well, Mo's so hang on, because Mo's argument is that like
I
it's
know Mo's
disrespectful to the
argument is that it's
patients,
disrespectful, but that's
not to the
stupid.
Well,
bosses. Like fuck the bosses, but to the patients. And I'm
yeah,
saying I
like
don't think it's disrespectful. I don't think so.
all right, well, that's just how I feel. Like during that time, like maybe I'm like if I see it now, I'll be like, "Bruh, you shouldn't be dancing," but I won't like bring it up or like make a big fuss about it. I just think back then, I think that was in poor taste to do that. Like I know y'all seen the big meme pictures and stuff from like George Apocalypoulos or some shit. Like he's like the big like Tim Pool, Joe Rogan, like preferred artist. They'll have like blown up pictures on his wall of like some of his funnier ones and shit.
Hmm.
Do y'all know what I'm talking about at all?
Absolutely no idea.
All
No.
right. Oh, okay. Fuck. All right. All right. All right. I'll share it. I'll share it to y'all, and maybe you'll like hear in a little bit, and hopefully you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, I just thought, in but in before optics cuck, but I thought maybe that was poor optics to do that because like there's, I mean, it's a hospital, like during a pandemic, maybe
I
like
mean, look, I
people.
am an optics cuck, but I don't think that's bad optics. I think the people that get
You
like,
don't think so?
no, not really.
I still can't get
Well,
over the fact that Mo Diggity thinks the doctors are just like, yeah, sorry, George. You will get to
well,
see your child born
Well, no,
today.
man. Fucking doctors, like, dude, a lot of them have that weird fucking god complex, man. And this is like something that's not mutually exclusive to the pandemic and stuff that we just went through. Like, no, this has been like a long time fucking like problem, especially with big city doctors and shit. They get fucking arrogant and they become like a top tier surgeon. They're like, I have the power of life and death in my hands. Does your insurance plan cover me?
All doctors are just
No.
anime villains in the
I
Mo
it's
Diggity
some
world.
man. I think some of them, like a lot of them are,
A
and I
lot of
think
them.
I think a lot of them are, and I think half the ones who say I'm here for the patients, for medicine, for science, I think half of them are just hiding the fact that they're kind of like the anime supervillains.
I, you know, I
That's
don't,
what
I
I
don't,
think.
I don't feel that way about like hospital doctors. I don't feel that way about like specialty doctors or anything. But primary doctors, I feel like they're kind of shit.
Yeah, because a lot of
I mean, they're
are you
probably
talk
underpaid as fuck, but they seem like garbage.
are you talking about the ones that you can just go to an emergency room and see like your general all around
No, I mean
doctor in an
like
emergency
you're
room?
like a primary care doctor. Like whoever you like, if you had like a fucking like a cold and you needed like medicine, you'd go to your like primary doctor.
Oh, okay,
I don't
okay.
even have one, but like yeah, they I don't know. There's so many bad experiences for me and like my family
Yeah,
with fucking primary doctors.
I'm a little bit 50-50 on that one. Like 50 are shitty and 50 are like really, really good. Like I guess I guess my argument is in the big the bigger freaking hospitals. Like the clinics and stuff. Like you can't be like an arrogant anime supervillain. Like people will kill you. Like especially if you come from a small town of like if you were like caught like denying little old Annie, her hip surgery or something, and you're like, sorry, but your insurance doesn't cover it. Like you will get a bullet in your head. So you can't be you can't do that like in small town America. But
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
I like my dad's doctor. I don't like his primary situation's been all sorts of wacky, but like his normal his like specialty doctors are good. Like his neurologist is like terse but like professional and like does his job, and then his heart doctor's fucking awesome. Very funny dude. So I don't know.
Yeah,
There's some good. I think specialty doctors are pretty good. Like if you're like a fucking cardiovascular doctor, like that's cool, or like a neurologist, right?
Yeah,
I
the
think usually
rarer
those
the
people are right.
doctor, rarer the doctor, the more than likely they'll have like a decent bedside manner and all that. Maybe I've just watched ER and other hospital dramas too much. Maybe
Mo's
maybe I
knowledge
just
of
Yeah,
hospitals
you're
is based
brain
on like
poisoned.
House.
no, it's not like that because I will never get a fucking Greg House as a doctor, even though it's like, that would be very
I
interesting.
mean,
It's
I'd
like,
want
dude,
him
you're
as my
probably
doctor.
not like, I don't know, man. Sometimes it's a
I think
50-50
I'd
shot. If
survive.
you think you survive a fucking house procedure, it's not
Yeah.
lupus.
Oh, it won't be fun, but like he'll get the fucking job done.
Oh god.
I
Most of the
remember
people
like
survive.
I don't remember the name of the show anymore. I remember researching and finding out it's not the same guy. But there was a fucking like Playhouse Disney puppet show. It wasn't Muppets. It was some like weird non-Muppets puppet show. And it's like it's a show about like, oh, there's a bunch of weird puppet creatures and there's one like human guy and they like do shit. And the human guy looked a lot like the guy from fucking House. Like I figured out it was not the same guy, but like I fully thought it was the same dude. And I wish I could remember the name of the show.
Did you know that Hugh Lowry, he's the guy that plays House in the show House. There was pardon me. There he was on a plane and somebody I think was having like a problem like a swallowing or something. So due to him performing this maneuver on the fucking show, he knew how to do it in real life. So he sprung into fucking action, plugged the fucking hole with the straw or whatever so the person can breathe again and saved a guy's life on the fucking plane.
Wow.
Yeah, that actually happened.
That's
That's
really
fucking wacky.
interesting. That's
And
pretty
Hmm.
cool.
I love the story from House where the guy who made the show uh was getting people in to like audition for the role of House, and they wanted it to be like Sherlock Holmes, right? And
Yeah.
he was like, "No, this sucks. Like, we just keep getting all these people like they have like accents. We want like a real American guy." And then Hugh Laurie comes in and does like an American accent. He's like, "This is what I wanted, like a real, true American guy." And like Hugh Laurie's British as fuck.
Oh, you're British.
Yeah, he's super British. But yeah, I know the showrunner was like, yeah. Like this is what we're looking for, like a real, like honest American guy to play House, because he just nailed the accent.
Yeah. Have you ever seen any of his stuff in Blackadder?
No, I haven't watched Blackadder. That's the one
Uh,
with what's his name? The guy
Rowan
who plays Mr.
Atkinson.
Yeah, Rowan
Yeah.
Atkinson, Mr. Bean. Yeah.
Yeah, him and Mr. Bean are, and a couple other ones, a couple other notable actors. I just can't remember right now off the top of my head. They they did that show, and it was a really fantastic show. On the there's an episode where all my British friends will reference this scene when like the British Independence Day or whatever the equivalent of that is. Maybe it was their involvement in World War II or something, or Patriots Day, I think it's called. They'll post that scene from Blackadder. It's a British regiment, a troop regiment, and there's like 4 or 5 of them, and they're tasked with holding the line. And basically, at the end of it, they all die because it's essentially a suicide mission. But it was actually extremely well done for like a show on like a shoestring budget with like very little to no effects whatsoever, just filming outside with a fog machine and like some water here and there. It
Yeah,
was like
British
really well
dramas are
done.
just not happy, like at all.
No, they're not. They're not. It's exactly what drama is supposed to be. Dry, droll, and tragic a little bit. Drama. I fucking love them.
Yeah, I've seen Fry and Laurie, but I haven't seen Blackadder, because Fry and Laurie's like that's where Hugh Laurie and Stephen Fry kind of like blew up,
Oh man, Stephen Fry is such a great actor, man.
because they were a comedy duo, Fry and Laurie.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I never knew that.
yeah, that's how they blew up way back.
Yeah, I'll have
So
to check it out.
yeah, British shit's very good.
Yeah, I remember before House, like a lot of well, like during House, everyone, some British were like, yeah, we gave the Americans 2 of our worst acts, and haha, now look at them, they're popular in America, America sucks, yada yada. And then they both blew up fucking like
Who's the
huge.
other one?
Oh, Rowan Atkinson and Hugh Lowry.
Oh, I see Rowan Atkinson.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I should clarify that. And then they were all like, "Hey, we love these two guys. They're fucking great. They're practically British royalty in the acting world now." I'm like, yeah, no, it's too late. Hey, you guys had fucking Blackadder. Should appreciate it while you could. Now of it, now it's ours. Meow meow meow.
Yeah, but we also got like James Corden and shit, you know.
James Gordon's. Wait, no, wait. Is that the fucking moron who fucking yelled at the waiter or whatever at that restaurant?
I have no idea.
Oh, there was the one where he was being especially bitchy and he got busted yelling at someone in a 4-star restaurant, like one where it's like, no, the waiter didn't make a mistake. You, sir, are asshole, and we back our fucking staff. It's like one of those hoity-toity restaurants.
No, James Corden's the guy from the Late Late Show.
Is he Drew Carey's boss in the Drew Carey show? No, that's Craig Ferguson. No, that's
been a
Craig
long time since I've
Ferguson.
seen the Drew Carey show. you
Oh,
you gotta.
I fucking that's one of my favorite fucking comedy shows on TV. I thought it was super depressing on some fucking episodes. Like didn't know that Drew Carey is one of the most depressed people in fucking Hollywood at that time. Now he hosts the fucking Price
Are
is
they still
Right.
doing the new Who's Line? The one with Aisha Tyler? Are they still doing that?
I don't know. I haven't seen Whose Line Is It Anyway in such a long time.
Yeah, because it was gone for a long time, and then they brought it back with Aisha Tyler, who's Lana on Archer.
She's fucking funny. She's a good VA too.
Yeah, and I think everyone came back. I think I can't remember if they all. I know Colin definitely came back for Who's Line.
Uh, Greg Proofs, I think is his name, and
Yeah, those are like the guests, but it
Justin
was
or something.
Colin Mockery, Ryan Stiles, and Wayne
Ryan
Brady.
Stiles, there we go.
Yeah,
And Dietrich Bader, I think, was on those for a while.
yeah, they always had a guest.
Yeah, Dietrich Bader is super underrated, and I wish he blew up a little bit more when he had the chance. Like because he was in a lot of shit for a while. Then I guess he'll do some voiceover work. But other than that, like you just don't see him anymore, and that's a shame because he was a good actor. I thought.
I'm trying to see. Oh yeah, it looks like everybody is still on. Besides Drew Carey, of course, because he's busy with fucking
Price is Right.
Price is Right. Yeah,
Who's your favorite
man.
Price is Right host?
I mean, does anyone still watch The Price is Right?
No, I don't. I haven't watched morning TV in fucking years. I don't even know if there even is morning TV anymore.
Like, I'm decently into like game shows in general. So like, if I stay at my grandparents' house, I'll like watch it with my grandma's husband in the morning.
I wish that we had TV like we had in the 80s and 90s, like where you had like an established set of morning shows, like morning news at like 7, 8 o'clock. Then after like just as you're coming home from like dropping the kids off at school or doing your morning chores or whatever, you had daytime fucking television. And about 2:30, 3 o'clock, you had all of your fucking awesome badass cartoons. Then at 5 to 6 o'clock, you had your fucking afternoon news or whatever. And then 7 till about 10, you had your prime time TV shit. I wish we had that again because I thought that was a really, really good structure. And I think it really gave the majority of Americans something to talk about, like just about every day, or from how I remember it, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday.
Yeah,
And
I
Tuesdays
do
and
not
Thursdays never
like.
did.
I don't like binge culture, and what I mean is like I like binge watching a show, but I don't like when a show comes out and it's like here's the whole season. Like just release it weekly, dog.
I'm starting to appreciate that a lot more. I think that's why The Boys did so well, and
Yeah,
why
because there's something to talk
Andor.
about every week.
Yeah, because that's why The Boys and Andor have done like so.
Rick and
Even
Morty,
that Rick and Morty, the Obi-Wan, the Kenobi series.
and it
I
gives
think,
me something to look forward to as well, like in my life.
yeah,
Like I hate that like a show will just drop a season and then I watch the whole season. I'm like, well, I got nothing to fucking do and nothing to look forward to. Oh, maybe
like
in like 2 years another season will happen.
I'm actually fine with a couple of streaming services doing that, but I don't want all of them to do that. I also don't want all of them to do all of one or the other either. Like it's nice to have a choice between going to say Amazon or Netflix for like the show, because like you kind of like feel like you're watching your shows one way on Netflix and you're watching them another way on Amazon, and I like
I
how
like
those
Amazon a
two
lot
possibilities
for
work.
video.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's kind of sad though that there's really nothing to watch on Amazon that you either haven't watched already, or the stuff that you're looking forward to. There's such a huge gap in between seasons, like I'm waiting for the new boy season of the boys, because like you can't do the boys forever, so it's like a 5-6 year show max, or 6 season show max, because the boys run out of soups to kill, and there's a logical conclusion. And I really wish that TV would normalize having logical conclusions after like 5 or 6 seasons. 4 seasons is also okay too. Like
Dude,
once you see that the show
have you watched Person of Interest?
person of interest, no, I haven't yet.
Dude, okay. This is my moment because it's like the most under fucking rated show.
I still haven't watched Mr. Robot yet. I've been told I could
That's a good
watch.
one I haven't finished yet either.
Yeah,
But
has
Person of
there been?
Interest was like it was a J.J. Abrams show, so it was like like off of Lost back, right? So like there was a lot of pressure for like what is J.J. Abrams going to be doing with like TV, like now that Lost is done, because Lost was a fucking like institution, right? Like it was like everybody was talking about Lost constantly, over and over, and then he was like, hey, I got this new show, it's Person of Interest, and it's what's the actor's name? The guy who played Ben Linus in Lost, Michael Emerson, is that his name?
I don't quite remember. It's been a long time since I've talked about Lost.
Yeah, it is. It's Michael Emerson. So the main character is Michael Emerson, which added more onto the hype of this. So it starts out like this first season is like just a procedural drama, but it turns into like this very rich story about like AI and like artificial intelligence and like like Big Brother, like nanny state stuff. And it has an actual conclusion to the show. Like like Lost. I love Lost, but it's a fucking shit show.
Yeah, it's a little bit like Lost can be like a little hard to really get into after the first initial few seasons,
Maybe like the
because like
first
it
two or
didn't
three, yeah.
2 or 3. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because then it goes like off the fucking rails
What
and
are they?
all
They
that
open the
shit.
hatch in season 2. What happens in season 3? I don't.
It's
There's
been
so
such
much
a
shit in
long
that show.
time. Yeah, like
When do they time travel? When do they when do they leave the island and come back? Like it's just
oh god, yeah, like after they left the island, shit got super super
when does
fucking
John Locke
confusing.
come back to life? That's
Mm-hmm.
it's such a stupid show.
I've never
I
seen
love it.
Lost in my life. The only thing I know about Lost is I think it's when they have to go back to the island. I know I've heard the "we have to go back"
We
line.
have to go back, yeah.
We have to go back.
We have to go back.
It's
We
just
gotta
it was
cook,
so
Jesse.
big. It started so big, and J.J. Abrams was just like throwing like if you hear about the writing process for the show, it's batshit fucking crazy because they were just like, yeah, there's a fucking hatch and like there's a smoke monster and a fucking polar bear that like this boy summons out of his fucking comic book and like all these mystery threads and like they had no idea where it was going. They just wrote it and like put it on TV to like just have mysteries with no like point to them, and it blew the fuck up like big time, hugely.
They're
And
like,
then they
yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
what the
let's just.
fuck to do with it.
It's like, yeah, let's just fucking make a fucking magical fucking polar bear. No one will question shit, and like we'll probably end up getting canceled by the end of the season. Oh god, everyone loves it. Now it's kind of like
Every fucking
what?
magazine's talking about it. Everyone's talking about, oh, Jack and Kate, Kate and Sawyer. Ooh, like, oh god.
Yeah, it's like Walker Texas Ranger. It wasn't. It was popular when it was on, but the reruns were. It was when that's when everyone was paying attention to that show. And then Conan O'Brien had the Walker Texas Ranger lever, where he would just fucking pull it in the middle of a shitty bit, and it would just fucking play a clip of the fucking show, right? And it's the fucking funniest shit. Like there's a fucking boy who's slowly being let go of by his father because the boy's hanging off the end of the cliff, and then all of a sudden he looks down and if the camera zooms in on not like an alligator or something, but a fucking walrus, and the walrus is going. It was like the funniest fucking shit ever, man. Like that's what made Walker Texas Ranger blow up, is because all those fucking ridiculous clips and shit from the Conan O'Brien show.
God, old TV is wacky.
Oh man, and I miss old TV. Like I like some new
Fucking
TV a
tabloid
little bit.
TV.
Yeah, dude, I think that's why I love the kill stream so much back in like 2017 to 2019, is because it was the closest thing I had
Way
to the
back then.
Springer show. Yeah, the way back days.
Way back
Of
in
just a few
2017,
of just
2019.
of just a few fucking short years ago.
The
Yeah,
ancient days of 2017.
well, y'all fucking laugh at that right now, but in a couple of years you'll be saying that too. But yeah, man. Yeah, because it was the closest thing I had to fucking Springer, and it was on the internet, and it was like accessible, and I could even get involved and make myself look like a fool. I think that's why I
Dude,
liked
Springer
it.
sucks ass.
Oh, it's terrible now, but it was
It
so
was
much fucking
terrible.
it. Yeah, but that's also what made it great, though. Like, where are you gonna get fucking black and white and Asian nationalists to show up on one stage and fucking beat the
It's
shit
like
out
all
of each
fake though,
other?
right? Like I'm
It
I'm
it, it
100%
was
sure it's all
it,
fake.
it was found out to be like the fights were mostly rigged, because if they had real fights they'd get fucking like jailed for promoting violence on TV. Like the TV code's fucking stupid. It's stupid now and was really stupid then, but
Like
they had
all
to
of
get
those shows are ass.
creative.
Fucking Springer, Wilco, fucking Maury, like all of
Wilco
them.
was shit. Maury Povich was fucking shit too. Now Sally Jesse, Raphael, and all that stuff though, that was also my jam because oh god, and Geraldo Rivera, like he's the type of guy that wanted to be legit so fucking bad, but no one will ever forget the Geraldo Rivera show and Al Capone's vault. That's what it was, right? Al Capone's vault.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Oh, well, basically, his TV team found a vault that allegedly belonged to Al Capone,
Oh
and
god.
he hyped it up for fucking days and for weeks and weeks, right? Finally, the day came where they cracked the safe and they were
Was there
about to
nothing in
open
it?
it up. And
Is
yeah,
that the meme? Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
and they
that.
opened it up, and there was fucking nothing
I
in it.
remember that. Oh man.
Nothing. It made him look like such a fucking fool, and he was able to free agent himself to daytime TV shows like, "Hey, I'm Geraldo Rivera. Check me out. Got my nose broke on the Geraldo Rivera show by a fucking Klansman. Yeah, so Al Capone's fault, forget about that, blah blah blah." And he was starting to get his start again on Fox News back in the Bush days, and he was rolling along real fucking well, right? Until the dumb bastard fucking got embedded with the troops, right? And he was and fuck the cameraman for doing this too. He drew out the exact position that him and the soldiers were all at on live national fucking TV. And they had to stop the fucking broadcast in the middle of it, and they threw his ass out of Iraq. And he came back fucking disgraced, and he never really like came back in the prominence again. He's still on TV every so often, but he'll never have like his heydays come and gone. Like he fucked up not once big time, but like twice. And the twice was even worse than the first one.
Man. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with TV right now. Like it's all the fucking streaming services. Just a lot of them are just ruining shit. I'm a little worried about. I think Doctor Who got picked up by fucking Disney.
Yeah, it's like a million and one things, you know. It's not only the well the I hate saying this, so pardon me for lack of a better term, the woke shit and the people who are like deliberately getting jobs in the entertainment industry and who use their connections to fucking weasel their way into all these shows that their moms and dads and brothers fucking loved, and so they're still mad at their families, so they go in there and they deliberately ruin them. And they've taken the fun. It's like a bunch of spiteful and vindictive people who hate the source material. are in charge of our TV now. And that's why you have all these fucking duds. And it really fucking sucks, man, because I want the show, to be fucking phenomenal, right? I don't want to see Lord of the Rings fucking fall either. But if you even watched a couple episodes of either one of those, like, dude, this is garbage. Like, this is really badly made. And then the fucking nitpicking and the bullying of the fans online by a lot of the showrunners of these types of shows, like, this is a bad time to do that when your show's not really doing well, because you don't have a whole lot of fans. You have a lot of hate watchers, though. And they're as soon as the hate watchers get pissed enough, they'll stop doing videos on your shit. I'm imagining that the quartering has probably made fucking Lord of the Rings and shit and other shows more popular with his get woke, go broke fucking stuff. Like
He
if
makes
you would
the
just
dumbest
show,
fucking videos in the world as well,
like,
and he has the worst criticisms.
like every once in a while he'll put out a real fucking banger of a fucking video, right? And then you'll
Does he?
forget.
I don't think
Well,
he does.
well, all right, I think he does, but I'm giving him a little bit more credit. But like there's
He's just like,
some
this show is absolutely ruined, and it's because two men kissed.
yeah, and that's really fucking aggravating. It's like why I'm not an out loud and proud quartering fan. It's like because every time I'm like, hey Jeremy, you did a fucking good one. Gay people kissed on TV. And there it is. Okay, I'm gonna go
Have
back
you
sit
seen?
down now.
And he'll always say like just random shit like, the proportion of women to men in this cast is just too woke. Like it's just shit
Yeah,
like that, and it's like, what the fuck, man?
yeah, because there's been a couple of fucking shows where, like, all right, I'm gonna watch this. Maybe I'll do a funny little hate review or something because that gets numbers, right? And then I'll fucking watch the show and I'll love the shit out of it. And 7 or 8 episodes fucking later, there will be some quote unquote woke shit. And then sometimes the woke shit, quote unquote, gets fucking hand waved away with like a line of dialogue or something. Like, for example, the Harley Quinn show, the animated one. Every single one of these fucking like entertainment skeptics, they took this fucking one joke from the very first episode and blew it up into this whole fucking thing. So I'm like, okay, let's see how bad the Harley Quinn show is. I watched the entire fucking thing.
It was pretty good.
The joke landed. It was fucking really funny. Like they're not making fun of white people. It's the fucking rich white archetype. Like if you laugh at Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, you get the joke that they're talking about. And then like it's lampooning like that kind of stuff too, and it was fucking funny. And they're so they're so marred by
No,
their
and that's
own
the thing is these people
ideology.
don't watch the shows that
They
they
don't. They
criticize.
really
They do
don't.
not watch the shows.
I think maybe you'll get like the every once in a while, like you'll get the critical drinker who will like analyze the shit out of something, and he'll put out a fucking amazing video, right? But then you get some like geeks and gamers, or a lot of times the quartering and shit, and they're like, dude, I can tell you didn't watch most of this fucking episode because I don't appreciate the deliberate editing out of context a lot of these criticisms will have. And sometimes like they knock it out of the park, but like sometimes like I feel like if I go and watch that by myself, I see how full of shit they are, and then that means like, well, fuck, what else did I miss because of like I listened to them?
Yeah, there was a big problem in fucking with the whole Doctor Who thing of like, there were a lot of people, like a lot of people had criticisms of the Chibnall era, and like you could tell what good critique was because these people love the show. Like all of us complaining
Yeah,
love Doctor Who, and then there's
yeah,
the people that are just like, oh, woman doctor, gross, and you can
yeah.
tell like you've never watched Doctor Who, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, that shouldn't even like it gets real fucking conspiracy theorist bullshit all up in here sometimes. Like one of the lady who or whatever the doctor's name was, she has like
Whittaker.
a rainbow jacket or something, or a cape or something like that. Like she has something rainbow colored, I thought.
Yeah, it's a rainbow shirt.
Yeah, and they went fucking crazy with that. The gay woke agenda is here. I'm like, dude, it's just a fucking shirt, man. Chill out. I don't think there was anything that like even explicitly actually
Well,
expressed
and
that
also
too.
every single one of the Doctor's love interests has been a woman up to that point. What do you think is going to happen when the Doctor's a woman? Right? Like,
Yeah,
what do you think is going to happen?
like
There was a romance thing. It didn't really like it was like it didn't go anywhere. Like there was no kiss or anything. There was nothing. It was just like bubbling in the background, and then it just ended how it ended. Right? Like things got broken off.
yeah, like and you're starting to see some like actual consequences for that because like I don't know how bad that season of Doctor Who was. It could have been so bad because
It's
how
just the
long was
writing.
she doctor? Or what was she a doctor for? How many
So
seasons?
the standard in New Who, excluding Eccleston, because Eccleston left after one season, has been 3 seasons per Doctor.
Oh, okay. Has it been like completely canceled, or are they replacing her?
No, the special just came out because David Tennant is the Doctor in the special. There's like 3 specials that are coming out. So one of them just came out. It came out on Christmas Day, actually.
Okay.
I haven't watched it yet because I'm gonna watch it with a friend.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but
David Tennant came back
that's cool.
with a different showrunner, so we don't have Chibnall anymore. Which the problem was the writing. The writing was not good for Doctor Who.
um, but yeah, you start to see like some like real world fucking consequences from like all this like anti woke stuff too. You know, like I don't think that the first chick who played Batwoman, I on the CW's, the very first one, she's a pretty good actor, and all the stuff that I saw in Fear the Walking Dead and a couple other like shows that she was in, I really enjoyed it, and I thought she was a really good actor. And the first couple of episodes of like, well, first off, it's a CW show, so there's a sort of an acceptable amount of campiness and shittiness that you just sort of learn to accept if you're a fan of that product. Because I'm a lifelong Arrow fan. I love every episode and every season. Same thing with the
Really,
Flash.
that feels like a very unpopular opinion with Arrow. Didn't
No, I it was the weird gun control episode was fucking weird. It was just like it
didn't
was.
the whole Arrow subreddit, instead of covering Arrow, they turned into a Breaking Bad subreddit for the finale of Breaking Bad? They were just like,
I
we're done covering Arrow. We're gonna watch
Yeah,
Breaking Bad and watch an actually good show.
it wasn't so fucking bad. It's just so funny how like the fans revolt at the drop of a
I
hat for
remember
some of these
front page
fucking
of
shows,
Reddit. There
man.
was a discussion. There was a discussion thread. It was like Breaking Bad, like season 5 episode whatever, like Ozymandias, and it was from the Arrow subreddit. It was a discussion thread for
God damn.
Ozymandias from the Arrow subreddit. They just fully stopped watching the show. They were like, we're a Breaking Bad subreddit now.
I mean, I've got to watch. Like, even though like the Flash has fallen off the rails a long time ago, I'm like, or The Walking Dead too. I've been so invested for so, excuse me, I've been invested for so long in these fucking shows, and they're coming to an end. I've got to see what the ending looks like. I can never watch any. I cannot watch the Walking Dead specials, the Rick and Michonne one, or any of their else ones. Forever. I can go the rest of my life without ever having actually watched any of them. I gotta know how the show fucking ends, right? Because it's just not fucking fair. I've got to and I have problems committing to things. So if I can finish a shitty show, then that should speak well of my being my ability to commit to anything. So I've got to fucking power through the terrible stuff. I didn't think the ending of the Arrow was very bad either. It was a little wonky, but like there's multiverse and time travel stuff, and you just got to accept it.
I'm trying to see if it was the Arrow subreddit or not. It might have been the Dexter subreddit. One
Oh
of them
god.
one of them fucking completely just gave up on the show. It might have been the Dexter subreddit now that I'm looking into
Well,
it.
yeah, I can understand why that the new Dexter, new kills or whatever the fuck. Like it's a little interesting, but it's just taking like too long to get to the point. and I know that it's a slow burn type of show.
I haven't
And
watched the new season yet.
New Blood, I think it's called, and
Yeah.
but it's a little bit boring and a bit predictable, and you kind of know what's going to happen, and it's luckily it's never been spoiled so far, but yeah. Oh God, yeah, it's the Dexter one, huh?
Yeah, it was the
Jesus
Dexter
Christ,
subreddit.
that's so fucking
They
funny.
completely gave up on the show because the ending of Dexter before New Blood was pretty
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, I don't understand it. Like the last season, like dropped the ball real hard, and it didn't really, it seems like the season before, it was dropping the ball a little bit, and it had some real questionable episodes that if you try to rewatch it, they don't carry the amount of weight that you thought they did, but still, blah blah. Yeah, they didn't stick the ending. They didn't stick the landing with the
Yeah, it was a little
ending.
incesty too. It's not.
Yeah, that was weird too. Like, what the fuck is going on? There was like literally no sexual tension between fucking Dexter and his sister at any point during the show. All of a sudden, it was like, huh. So, come around here often? Yeah, I'm liking the shirt that you're rocking there, sis. Like, fucking great pants too. Like, the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, and like the fucking sex eyes as he was like rowing her body to the ocean. It was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's
It's just they fucked it up, and I don't know how the fuck he got out of there, how he faked his own death. Because like I can do the suspension of disbelief, like only so much. If you're going into a fucking major storm and your fucking boat hits a major fucking encounter
he wasn't
wave,
even in his normal boat, was he? It was like a rowboat, if I remember.
no, it was his normal boat. I
Was
thought,
it his
wasn't it?
normal boat? I thought it was like a rowboat.
No. It's got. I think so.
In my head, it was a
Yeah,
rowboat.
okay, I could swear that he was using his normal boat, the one that he always uses to dump bodies out in the bay in.
Let me see. This
Oh
has to be
God.
findable, right?
Okay, I will lose my fucking mind if I am misremembering the shit.
I will
And he
too, because I
fucking
swear to God, it was a rowboat.
there's no way because my eyes would have rolled out of my fucking head.
My eyes did roll out of my head.
Oh man, like oh please to the god of television. Please no.
Final scene.
God.
Just please, I swear to God, it was a rowboat. In my head, it's a rowboat.
So now that it's been the next year now, do you still hold belief that the Ozarks ending is bad?
Yeah, I don't, I don't know. I, there's no way, right? I don't think the birds should have been on top.
Yeah,
The
it
birds should
seems.
have fucking lost. At least Marty should have lost.
I mean, there's like eight or
Marty
nine
and Wendy should have lost. The kids should have been fine.
yeah, like spare the kids. Can't kill kids on TV. And if you do, it better be a fucking like heart wrenching thing. Like the one of the things that The Walking Dead got right was
Walking Dead spoilers in 3, 2, 1.
Carl's death. I think that episode was really fucking good.
I didn't watch the show up to that point because in the comics he does not die.
No, not at all. They only killed off his fucking character because the kid wanted to college and stuff.
Yeah,
Like, dude, fucking come on, Carl. Fuck.
he was like a
I want
league
to go to
streamer and shit
college.
too.
I want to go to college. Like, no, you don't want to go to college. You want to be a multi millionaire. All right. Yeah, the show's gonna suck and has sucked a little bit at this point, but it's better to be rich and then a college graduate than it is to become a college graduate and later on become no. That's what I thought anyway. But they did a good fucking job on that episode, I thought, of his death.
Yeah, I didn't watch the show. Well, I did up to a point and then stopped watching it because like I was just like, oh, I actually just really only care about the comics.
Oh, you and most of the fan base.
Yeah, and I wasn't even like a huge fan of the comics ending, but like I get it.
I love the comic like a lot. I still haven't been able to read the ending of it yet.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything then, but it's just like I guess it's real, right? It's just like it just ends. So I mean,
It just ends. There's no major fucking consequences. One like major side character in the very last episode fucking dies. And then a couple of the auxiliary characters you got from a couple of seasons ago. After
I mean,
you
do you
don't
know who
see them.
dies at the end?
Oh, are you talking about the comic or the show?
The comics.
I know that fucking spoiler alert in 3, 2, 1. I know that fucking Rick dies because
Yeah,
my
and
brother
it just
insisted.
happens. It
My
just
brother,
happens.
my brother insisted on telling me that. He insisted, like, no, I gotta tell you. No, you don't have to tell me, asshole. Fuck off out of here. I don't. Rick dies. God damn it. Like,
Yeah,
you
it just
fucking
kind of
son of a bitch.
happens, and then there's like one more chapter after that,
Yeah, I've got to read the
which is
last,
like it's a
several.
realistic ending, which is I guess that's kind of that's what Kirkland does, right? Like,
Well, what does he just get randomly killed by some grunt?
no, it's like the main antagonist at the time.
Oh,
Yeah, he just like gets killed in his sleep, and like that's it.
oh, really? He gets killed in his sleep? Dude, that's a bitch way to fucking go out.
I mean, it just happens, you know. But like that's how it would happen in real life, I guess, right? Like it would just you'd be there and then you're not there, you know.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he likes to keep his comics kind of ground. Even Invincible. Did you read Invincible?
No, I didn't even know Invincible was a thing up until like the hype for the show started coming about. And then I think I read a comic, loved it, but didn't read anymore.
I like the ending to Invincible more than The Walking Dead. I still have some problems with the ending to Invincible, but like, yeah, it's very much like the world goes on. Like, you know, those are kind of like the themes on his endings. Are like, yeah, shit's still just happening, but like this is the conclusion of the story that I was telling.
Yeah. Yeah, and people really just need to accept the fact that things need to conclude, or else you get something like The Simpsons or Family Guy. And, like, The Simpsons should have ended back in like 2006, 2007 after the movie.
I still know people who watch like Family Guy every day. It's
Uh,
fucking crazy.
yeah, I was getting my new Family Guy updates from Mysterios from the Loudest podcast. That's how I was keeping up because him and Saran would be watching new Family Guy episodes. He was talking about how really good they were, and yeah, so I'm interested in maybe watching a couple of new Family Guy episodes, but I'm not committed. You know what I mean?
This is what happens when Riely falls asleep, is we just go on about TV shows.
Mm-hmm. He hadn't said a word in like 30 minutes.
He's a sick boy, all right?
Sick
He needs to
boy.
rest. He's a good little boy. He just needs some sleep. Yeah, I mean, there's people like God. I can't imagine that life of just like work, come home, watch Family Guy, go to sleep, work, come home, watch Family Guy, go to sleep. Like, there's people that are still in that cycle, and it's
Yikes.
fucking crazy to me.
Yeah,
I wish I could be that like just happy with life.
fuck that. Like it gets old after a while.
Yeah, but don't you wish it didn't for you? Like everyone else, like those people, if you could just be happy like that.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I probably have like a wife and kids and family and stuff, but I don't know, man. I just I see shit sometimes. I'm like, no, I couldn't do that.
No, I couldn't either, but I wish I could.
Ugh.
I used to say in therapy a lot, like I wish I was stupid. It'd be great. Dude, if I was stupid, man, I'd be so happy.
Yeah, if I were just like able to just like like get up, watch wrestling, have a beer or something, tell my wife and kids bye, and just go to my job, my 9 to 5 job every morning. I'd probably be like that kind of happy, but then I'd be like a total working class hero living in the same fucking cookie cutter suburbs. Maybe I'll like when I'm 35, I'll make manager after making it in a grunt position since I was 20 and all that stuff. Like imagine working the same job for 20 years.
Yeah, and there's people that have like tenure at fucking McDonald's, like what the
That's
fuck?
fucking I don't get that like like I don't know like maybe some people can just make it work for them, but like how do you manage to survive on a McDonald's salary for like 10 fucking
Dude, I'm
years,
all for them though. Like if they're happy, I like good for them.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm certainly not going to like advocate their fucking jobs get taken away or
No,
forced
well, and
retirement
I'm
or
not gonna say
anything.
like you're a waste of space for working at a McDonald's. Like I eat
No,
McDonald's,
not at
right? Like
all.
yeah, like I mean, that's always the meme, right? Is people are like, "Oh, McDonald's workers shouldn't be getting paid anything." It's like, motherfucker, you eat McDonald's. You should want them to get
Yeah,
paid well.
Yeah, I don't think that anyone that eats at McDonald's gets to bitch or have a say in the matter of like their pay. Like, no, if you think McDonald's is this bad corporation, like you're kind of like, you know,
It
allowing
doesn't
them to
matter if they're
keep
a bad
existing.
corporation. They should get paid fucking well.
Yeah, exactly,
It's
exactly.
shit work.
Yeah, it's shitty work. I think people that do shit jobs should get paid a lot better because they are shit jobs. Any job that fucking cuts your hours in half, like should have better pay. Like my job, for example, this just came down the pipeline a few days ago before fucking New Year's, right? They're all fucking adjusting our schedules, and we're all going to be working the same days, 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock my
Well, I got a
time,
raise
Central
today.
Time. I have not, and I don't know when
I
I'm
got a
going to
50
get a
cent
raise.
raise.
I didn't even get a 50-cent raise yet, but
My union fought for it, and it got implemented today.
fuck.
I forgot. I was like, oh shit, it's New Year. I'm making 18.25, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, my New Year's resolution, because we are at the hour 30 mark, and I did want to talk about this because I had it on my mind.
Oh, okay.
Do you happen to have a New Year's resolution?
No, because I think if I make one, I'm just gonna fail it. I don't want to set
Yeah,
myself up for failure. I'm trying to do like the what's that old like Reddit post or whatever, the fucking try not to have 0 days or whatever. Like try to do something every day productive.
yeah.
Like
I
even if it's
feel
one thing.
yeah, like even if it's doing something stupid like taking a shower or doing your laundry,
Yeah,
like at
just
least it's
do
something.
something. Yeah. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to do because I've had a lot of 0 days.
Uh, it was not Bo Burnham. Oh fuck. Uh, he's this I can't believe I forgot his fucking name. His comedy bits are the useless talents, and he taught himself like to do these useless ass thing, like learning how to moonwalk and stuff. And one of his things that he did to try and help improve his self esteem was that he made a sort of like a digital checklist of like you get points for doing X amount of stuff, and if you reached X,
Mm.
that means you had a productive day. And one of the you get a point just for writing your name down on the sheet. So like he would
There's an app for that. It's Habitica, I think, and it's basically like a checklist app. Uh, and for everything you do, you get like XP and level up. So it like gamifies like your checklist.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm I don't really like setting stuff up like that because it's just a lot of management, like on
Yeah,
top of
and
everything
and
else.
and if you fuck it up or you become like too overly reliant, or if you're like me and you get obsessive with it, uh if there's like a glitch and it doesn't fucking check, you make it a problem to you make it your personal fucking problem for that day, and the whole thing's gone to shit, and you uninstall, and then you're back at 0 days again.
Yeah, I think that's the big problem with like New Year's shit. Is like it's always you're setting yourself up for failure. You're thinking too big most of the time.
I don't think that the one that I have is too terribly big. I think that this one's doable. Would you like to know what it is?
Yeah, let me hear it.
I'm getting a new job, a better paying job.
There we go.
I gotta get a better paying job. Like I've been at this job since February of last year, and I've been with the company since June of 2 years ago. So I've been at this company for like a little while now, and I'm barely breaking $11 an hour. And like everyone around me
Oof.
is getting paid more than I am. And now I'm seeing people get like end of the year bonuses. My brother's getting an $800 fucking end of the year bonus for working voluntary overtime and shit. And like my team's really good. I get quiet days where I don't do shit, but like watch TikTok videos and all that. But man, if I get a job where even if I'm having to be productive all day, but still like working from home, but I'm getting paid much, much more, I'm totally into that. Now I'll sacrifice my downtime of watching TikTok videos and my leisure time because it's not that important. Like I'd rather get paid than laid off, pay me off or not, don't lay me off. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna like really concentrate. Hopefully by March or April, I have a new job.
Yeah, I mean that's really the way to get paid better is to just find another job.
Yeah, because I've tried
I mean,
investing in dividend stocks, right? But you have to have like a good amount for the snowball to really start fucking like building up, because like you only have 12 months in the year. Do you really think that, your stock, your stock value increasing by like $1 a bucky? Do you think it was worth it for that entire year with the money that you put into it? Like, if I put $2,000 into like a monthly payout stock, dividend stock, that snowball will be like fairly significant, and I'll do well and I'll be happier. Like, I'm being impatient also, and I just want my passive income now so I can quit my job, quit my conventional work, and just live off that shit for the rest of my life. Like, I don't want to have a job anymore.
yeah,
So that's
working
the
kind of
plan.
sucks.
Yeah, I don't like working. I don't like having a job. I want to just create stuff. I want to build shit. Like, I want my time to be on my own again. Anyway, we're at the hour 35 mark. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think I'm good. Riely, you got anything else for us?
Yeah, Riely, got anything else?
Nah.
Oh, he's up.
Shit.
It's good
That's
timing. I
nice.
wasn't expecting a response.
That's good. All right. Well, Riely, I guess we'll go ahead and start with you. Where can they find you?
Listen to the Issue Crew on YouTube, youtube.com/@theissuecrew, or YouTube or not. Fuck. On the
Yeah?
on youtube.com/theissuecrew or /@theissuecrew, or the Issue Crew on podcast platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts. There you go.
Hell yeah. All right, Robin, you got anywhere you can be found at online?
Yeah, twitch.tv/Robin Violet.
Nice. And you can find me at twitter.com/NT for the Hut. I told myself that I wasn't gonna I told myself that you're only gonna take Twitter seriously if you're deleting tweets and sprucing it up for like normies to look at your shit and not be repulsed by your shit posting opinions. And I've been deleting tweets for about 3 days now and resisted the urge to tweet delete everything. And I'm starting to put my shit back on there. So I guess for the time being, I'm taking Twitter seriously, and you can find me over there, a pin link
Gross.
tree with all my shit on there, because they stopped with the link tree bans now. So now we can have link tree again. And yeah, there will be a pin link tree tweet with all my shit on there. Go check that out. Go check out anchor.fm the/Mo-Cast on anchor.fm, Moeside Gaming on YouTube, where I'm trying to fucking stream semi-regularly on there. I'm doing pretty well. I'm making numbers. If I can get teammates that don't want to use gamer words every 15 minutes, that'd be great. So hit me up, on here on the community tab. Discord link is in the description below. Because I just need someone that just won't drop the hard ones, like 5 minutes into a team deathmatch, because that happened yesterday. I had an amazing stream yesterday. As soon as I switched to video games, the Call of Duty, NNNNF, FFFFF, like fuck, man. And now I fucking unlisted it, and I'm going to have to edit that shit out so I can fucking put my shit up. Yeah, yesterday was also sort of a failed Mo show attempt, because like one shot, I decided to drink a little, and one shot into it's like, I'm not reading fucking shit. I want to play video games. Fuck this. So I'm going to try and like redo the Mo show New Year's edition here in like a day or so. So yeah, you can check me out there. And that's the show for this week. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Follow us on everything. All right, everyone. Peace out. Tall.
Ta-ta.
Goodbye.